Previously on Tokyo Dark.
What the hell is this?
I'm Ruby! Don't you recognize me?
Get him, boys. No!
This is what Professor Barding gets for trying to be a girl. Or an idol. Or anything in that regard. We gotta go and check on... We better go and see about him. Is he okay? Hey! Oh, I can't check on him. That sucks.
You killed him.
Oh yeah, by giving him a dead bird. Are you okay, Rich?
It was his one weakness.
What do you think about my idea for the thumbnail?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm gonna have to try to find a decent picture. I have to go for the footage and try to find a good one. That sounds like the best idea I've ever thought of. Okay.
I told you to stay away from my family. Don't drag my grandchildren into this any more than you already have. Stay back.
I have questions about the Kamikai, the group your daughter and your son-in-law were part of. You're the only one alive who remembered.
Kamikai? I don't know anything about it. Leave me.
I do it. She has to bet you.
Grandma, enough. Listen to yourself. Do you realize you're lying anymore?
Okay, hang on. We have to switch this up. Richard, you're now the grandma.
Okay, sure.
Because that means Leon's like double taken.
Should.
I love talking to myself.
It's...
Takashi told us everything. And you, Aito, just because this investigation is important to you doesn't give you the right to barge in here.
Your grandma and I need to talk. If it upsets you, maybe you should go.
No, I'm not going anywhere. This is the house I grew up in. It's as much mine as it is Grandma's. If you have something to say, you can say in front of me. Only a little while ago I found out my parents died in some cult and no one even knows why. You think hearing that was easy for me? I want to help you, Aito, but all the deceit and lies are starting to hurt people.
What I am chasing is so much worse.
Tell that to that poor man in the station. He's in the hospital now, terrified out of his wits.
Oh, the boards! Oh!
I didn't... God damn... Why is it when I do that's supposed to be the right thing and not terrible, I'm getting more in trouble for it? Was I supposed to beat him up?
Every action has an equal and exact reaction.
People aren't only here to be used for information and then thrown away while we move on. They have lives too. And bringing up the past can hurt. Surely you of all people understand that.
I do. But ignoring the past will make it go away. And there's unfinished business from the Kamikai that needs to be taken care of.
But what's left to talk about? Everyone's dead, right?
I promised to talk to you about it all. For now, leave me and the detective to talk. Go on, you were cooking us dinner, weren't you? I wanted some chili tonight.
Alright, we'll talk about it later. But I'll be in the other room if you need me.
Make it extra spicy. So, you found me out. Now that Ma knows, I suppose there's no point in keeping it any longer. The truth is, my daughter would never have joined the Kamikai if it weren't for me. I convinced her and her husband to join. I was already a member. At the time I joined, my husband had left me and I'd lost my job, suddenly leaving me single. Unemployed mother who could barely support her daughter. That's when Tokimasa found me and told me that the society that stigmatized and shunned me was a fiction. A great machine to be fought and that my very soul was at stake. Of course, he used me like everybody else. I desperately wanted to hear that my struggles weren't my fault. They stole everything from me. My youth, my mind, and then my child.
And the chicken tenders!
And the chili.
And then one day in 1996, they all died. The cause of death was buried, and no autopsies were performed. Or, if they were hidden. Why?
That's simple. The government didn't care about some dead cultists in the woods and covered it up so the papers wouldn't sensationalize the deaths.
That's it? Even after everything you found, everything I found, you expect me to believe that? 12 people died that day, and no one knows why? What happened? Tell me the truth.
You want to know the truth? You can't handle the truth.
Try
But
me.
fine, I'll tell. But fine, I'll tell you.
The truth? You can't handle the truth. Okay, I'll try.
They died for nothing, following in the footsteps of a madman who believes that life was an illusion. As words of other compounds and other groups were being raided spread, Tukimasa began warning us that the end was near. He believed the world was collapsing. It was time for him and his followers to abandon the flesh to find purity among the gods. My Emiko, she didn't die for some conspiracy. She chose death because she no longer had an anchor to reality. It was my fault. Beyond that, I don't know what happened to them.
No, you do know something. In the report, it says after the officers cleared the bodies, they found the mask, the same one you handed to me 6 months ago.
Lex! Tokimasa would always keep it to himself, saying it granted him sight into the film. Kame. I needed it. You don't understand it. It allowed us to see strange things, people who were gone. The guru was a fool, a fake, but the mask was real. The mask was real, I know. Real. It was real, I know you're gonna believe me.
I know it's real. I've been seeing things too. That's why I'm
So it's
talking to you.
real.
I just said it was.
Oh, good.
I think your dementia's starting to kick in.
Which is real.
Is it Tuesday? It's not for time for bingo night. Goes out and leaves.
What's my? Is that curry ready yet?
You asked for chili.
You asked for chili, Grandma.
Sure, we got the curry ready.
Fuck you!
Fuck you.
There was a rumor that the cult members were killed one by one of their own. Surely you didn't.
No, you don't understand. I would never kill my own child. I didn't take the mask. It was given to me. One day, a man, some journalist or ever, showed up at my door carrying a mask. I couldn't believe it. I begged him for it, and he stood there smiling at me. His eyes were like none I've ever seen.
He had hyper-realistic eyes! Whee!
It was strange. All he wanted is a picture of Emiko.
Okay, read that again. Discord's been cutting you off quite a bit.
It was strange. All he wanted in exchange for the mask was the picture of Emiko. When I joined the cult, I was forced to give him my possessions and the only one I had left. But I gave it to him nevertheless. I thought if I had that mask that I could find her, that maybe she would forgive me. And soon as I had it in my hands, my mind opened. I started saying some serious shit. I saw her and I could hear her voice.
So you went to the sewers chasing after her, thinking you can save her?
Takashi told you that as well, did he? Yes, it's true. Emiko was crying out to me, begging for me to find her and free her from that dark place. I would have given anything to hold her in my arms again and plead for forgiveness. I don't care if you don't believe me.
Just like Tanaka was calling out to me. I do believe you. We're probably some of the few people left alive who know what this mask is capable of. If you really thought it would help you find her, then why did you give it to me?
Because I was wrong. At first I followed the whispers and I found myself in a strange labyrinth chasing after her shade. The days bled together. I lost track of my grandchildren, of the shrine. I forgot. I kept cropping my parents. It was an illusion. But I tried to never found her. And Mai, are you making the spaghetti? Mai,
What?
Are you making the spaghetti? Is it ready yet?
I'm making you fucking chili. Fuck off.
You can't make that spaghetti.
I will fist you in the face.
I'll fist you in the nose.
I'll tell Takashi.
What?
She'll tell Takashi.
It was an illusion.
No,
matter
no,
how
please
hard
don't. Please don't. Put me on the home.
No, please.
I only became more and more disconnected from the world around me. I descended into madness. I was being used again, just as Tokimasa had used me so many years ago. I tried getting rid of it, throwing it away, burning it. None of it mattered. It always came back. And when I did the visions and the whispers only got worse.
He's like the mailman.
So to put it on my mind, I tried the best I could to live a life of solitude and not the screams of my daughter. Then you came.
I see where Machias gets his Yuffie. Unless you're a descendant of Machias.
Who? When you did, the mask was screaming out in voices I had never heard before. I thought it was a sign, so I gave it to you.
Sounds
sounds
legit.
I didn't even have time to breathe out a sigh of relief before I heard a gunshot ring out. No one else ran to it. I think I was the only one who knew that sounded for what it was. I thought the mask was punishing me once again by taking my away from me. Instead, I passed strategy to another. I'm sorry. Perhaps the knowledge of the mask should die with us.
There's one other person who knows about the mask. A girl named Reina. Does that name mean anything to you?
Oh, no, I don't know anybody by that name. Do you expect me to know everyone who's been touched by the mask?
No, but you were involved with a group that worship it. Are you sure you're telling me everything?
Yes. What good will accusing an old woman do? Unless you're chasing someone too. That must be it. Mai told me you lost someone. Your partner in the police. Is that right? If I'm right, then I suggest you stop your search. The place I was shown by the mask was not meant for the living. I barely escaped with my life. While your mind and body remains intact. What if I told you that there was another option?
What other option?
Drugs! In the months since I first met you, I had time to examine the ancient texts in this shrine, and as the mask grew further away, it loosened its grip on my mind. That's why I don't want you here. It's gripping. I know that it would one day make its way back to me, and so I became determined to find a way to protect myself and my grandchildren from its influence.
You know what you said? It'd be so funny like the mask just like came out of her bag and just like latched onto her face.
And then she ends up turning into the Jim Carrey's The Mask. Smokey!
She just like runs out, gets on the train. It's my like Bagheera comes to the hospital. I could finally get back to my train. What the? It's my train now, motherfucker!
It's like, Wedgie! The darkness of the Kamikai and its ritual objects are but manipulations used to sever our connections with what is truly divine. The mask breeds darkness. Dank. The dank forces can invade all manner of living and non-living things, driving him to violence and death. That which is evil cannot be used or tolerated. It must be destroyed, and the only way to save us from its grip.
Destroy the mask? I literally just heard you say it can't be done.
Not physically.
Grandma, is everything alright?
Go away, weird child!
I don't live here!
Who are you?
Is that... Have you finished making that cake?
Almost done, Grandma!
It's like a bowl of asbestos.
Here's your cake,
This don't look
your
like soup.
spaghetti, your curry, your fucking soup, your chili!
Okay. So, where's my burrito?
That is your burrito.
I didn't realize burritos were so runny.
Neither did I.
I think you need some cooking lessons, child.
I think you need a new brain, Grandma.
Why does this burrito taste like asbestos?
Oh, hello, cockroach.
It's a new recipe. I overheard you talking about that mask again.
Yes, dear, but you needn't worry. In fact, it's good that you're here as this talk involves you. My mayonnaise. You've trained in exercising and porno rituals for quite some time, haven't you?
Well, I fucking told you about calling me mayonnaise.
Memes, choo-choo.
Dank memes.
Like, that's what the mask does. It makes you go insane with memes.
Look, be ashamed if I put rat poison on your cake.
Say what now? Such a ritual could party the mask and turn it into a mere piece of wood, given we gather the right materials, of course.
So, if we do a ritual, we can party the mask to death and turn it into wood.
Yes.
So we're gonna boogie
Grandma, are you okay?
Apparently her plan is to boogie the night away with the mask. Quick, play that Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I can tell from the look on your eyes that you think me to be saying, but I'm quite serious.
Come, Pepe!
Just keep eating your dinner, Grandma.
Even modern rituals have ancient roots with enough convictions. They're still capable of great parties.
Where is this food taste like shit?
Mark, go do something about the food.
There's no one here called Mark.
You're Mark!
You're Mark.
You're that Let's Player called Markiplier!
Before I was content to die as long as the mask didn't hurt my children, as I was too feeble to do what was necessary myself. But seeing you here, I see a second chance to do what is right. If you truly do know what the mask is, then you must help me destroy it.
Slow down, I didn't come here to be involved in a ritual or exorcism or whatever you call it. I only want the truth about the Kamikai, which you still haven't given me.
You are a stubborn one, aren't you?
I like that in my men! I'm a woman.
I don't know about the hair though.
I'm a woman. Oh, even better! You can be my new daughter!
So be it. I can see there is only one way to change your mind.
I must kill you!
The only trace of what happened that day would be at the Kamikai compound itself. The records and locations are lost and they were never made public, but I know where it is.
It's in Akihabara. right in the arcade. This is where you were living? I didn't say it was a good place.
Kept the kids occupied though.
We spared a lot of quarters, and by a lot of quarters, I mean we hacked the machines.
We had to hack the crane game so I could make my kids' clothes out of stuffed animals.
What's the catch?
Sleep with me. No. Go there. Search for your truth. See what worshipping the mask has wrought.
Sleep with me. I need a pillow. We don't have any. Let's sleep on a
I
futon.
think, but this giant marshmallow is pretty tasty. She's eating the pillow. When you return it, you'll help me destroy it.
What makes you so confident I'll change my mind?
I went back once years ago. In all honesty, I'm not sure why. Perhaps to remind myself of my sins.
They cheated the crane machine. I couldn't do it anymore.
What I saw and felt in that place, it was tainted by dankness and death.
Death metal.
And death metal, those two things are all the mask will afford you. There is something else.
I had a feeling you'd say that. Is it about your music history?
The heavy, unnatural air I had felt when I returned to the compound, it had the same stench, the same quality of the tunnels where I searched for Emiko.
Sounds like a superstition to me. So what exactly is it you want in exchange for the information?
I believe the energies of the mask in that place are linked. I want you to bring something back from there. Anything. It may help in the ritual. Looking for the truth will not bring you peace. Detective, purifying the mask very well might. Remember that. The compound is in the forest of Aokigahara.
Oh, fuck. Jesus, that is so on the dot right now. Oh, fuck.
What?
Okay, I'll have to quickly explain this. So, just a little bit recently this week, a big YouTuber by the name of Logan Paul decided to go to the Aokigahara forest, which is known as the Japanese suicide forest. So this bastard goes there. And there's a trail. You're not supposed to go off the trail. So what do? They go off the trail. What they find a real dead body. But instead of, like, cutting the camera off or anything, the bastard uploads the video to YouTube, showing the dead body. By blurring its face and all that, though, but showing a dead body on YouTube. And doesn't help with the fact being, though, that he started the video said, this isn't clickbait, even though he made a clickbait thumbnail of him and the dead body. So, this is a little bit more spot on than I thought it was. We're going to the Japanese suicide forest.
Aokigahara? Hey, that's the suicide forest.
Suicide Forest. What a dreadful name. It was gonna be a Disneyland there. Though I suppose those woods have seen their fair share of trance music and death metal.
Trans music. How does that even sound?
Aito, you can't just go charging in there, it's dangerous. Well, if you got lost, GPS doesn't work in there, and I heard even compasses won't point north. Not only that, but, well, a lot of people go there to die. I don't think you should go. You two keep talking about that mask like it's some evil spirit causing you pain, but I think the pain you're feeling isn't caused by a mask. It's just you. So many nights after the girl died in the shrine, I had nightmares. Every corner I went around, I thought I'd see her there. It wasn't a ritual or charm that made me better, though. I just stopped listening to the fear. I confronted it. When you took me to see Takashi, that was the first time I'd left Kamakura since April. It's embarrassing to admit it, but I was scared. And yeah, Takashi telling me all that stuff about Mom and Dad was scary, but it was the truth. I wasn't hiding from some demon I'd invented myself. Anyway, I know you might not listen to me, but I don't think you should put yourself in danger just so you can keep chasing your demons.
Maybe you're right, but some demons have a way of spreading to others. Seeing the Kamikai compound is something I have to do.
Well, it's your choice, but Aokigahara is huge. How are you going to find one compound?
Mine makes a good point. It's been a long time. Are you sure you remember where it is?
Of course I do. I know what you two must think of me, but I'm not senile, right, Martin? It's a hike away from the outskirts of Narusawa. We used to go into town occasionally for supplies. Several miles away from the bus stop there's a clearing and a path there used time to time by the Forest Service. I'll draw you a map before you leave. It continues for quite some time and eventually it will be blocked off. Keep going forward and don't turn back or leave the path. The Forest can play tricks on you. Woo.
Grandma, stop.
Okay, Malcolm.
Supposing the path is still there, it seems pretty incredible to me that the compound would have been left alone all these years.
It still stands, after all. Why would they bother go and dismantle it? Go! Search for whatever truth you think you'll find. But be careful, detective. Do what must be done, then leave. Staying there is dangerous. I hope that once you enter that place and feel the energy I did, you'll have the sense to see what I never could. You understand, don't you? The mask must be purified.
Tanaka comes first. It depends on what I find. It depends on what I find. That seems like the more reasonable answer.
Don't be a fool. Finding what happened that day will change nothing. You're being haunted by your past, chasing phantoms as I once did. When you enter those dark places, you leave pieces behind. Purify it. Stop it while you're still whole. I'll begin preparations for the ceremony regardless. Martin, see her out.
Well, that was helpful.
She's never said anything like that to me. You must have really scared her. Listen, I'll help you with this ritual because I think it will help Grandma get better. But don't get yourself killed. I know in your eyes I'm probably just a kid, but I know how much it hurts to want the truth. Takashi obsessed over the past, and I was miserable not knowing. Grandma almost went insane on top of that. Grandma said it herself, you're still young. You should forget about all this and start over. And you might not want to hear this, but listening to you two talk about past and spirits, well, you sounded like that girl at the shrine. It scares me, and it should scare you too. Take care of yourself, Aito.
Yeah, let's
Now
not
fuck off.
let's not tell her that girl is dead, which makes even less sense how she's even alive. But I don't know. I'm apparently crazy. Well, I say that. My sanity's stable. On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again to go to a forest that Logan Paul went to and is in serious bollocks. Aokigahara, better known as the Suicide Forest, despite its nickname, the volcanic earth it grows on makes the forest beautiful and green. Every year, however, a large number of people wander in intending to be the final resting place. Occasionally, authorities have to comb through it for new bodies. Yup. This is gonna be fun. I can't go there in person, but I might as well do it in game. No doubt about it. This is the path the old Kawana woman was talking about. Better proceed cautiously. It looks like I could easily lose my way in this overgrowth. The path wasn't so hard to find. It's a miracle no one stumbled on the compound before, even by accident. No time to figure that now. I have to keep moving. I don't even want to imagine getting lost here at night. Oh, nice. I was wondering if we could actually look around this place. I mean, it doesn't look... I mean, it kind of looks how it would look. I mean, that's saying much, but I don't really know. Maybe it does look like this. But that's the scary thing about these things. You never really know what's in these places. Life can be weird like that. Keep going. Ugh. The noise just happened. I'm just waiting for like a body to just appear out of nowhere. What's this? 3 statues covered in moss and undergrowth. It looks like one is missing. Depictions of Ojizo-sama. It is said that praying to these statues can help guide the souls of children who died young. They look so old and forgotten. It's kind of sad to see. Sad to abandon them like this. How could these statues help anyone in such a dark place? I'm hearing a lot of noises, and I'm not exactly a fan. Like, I feel like I'm going to see something at the corner of my eye here. Okay. There's blood. And it looks like it's the same ruins as the sewer. Oh, not again! It's happening again! Oh, come on! Rena, what is she doing here? Where am I? No, anywhere but here. I don't want to remember this. Why now? I know. Why did you come here? You left me here to die again, haven't you? It was your fault this happened to me. You're so selfish. You never cared about what happens to anyone but yourself. People who get hurt along the way are just collateral damage. It's all about you and what you want. You. You're not looking for me. You only want to hurt the girl, to hurt the old woman, to see everyone who gets in your way suffer. No, that's not true. I would have done anything to change what happened to you. Make it go away. I can't bear to look anymore. Stop, make it stop. I don't want to remember. What a great idea. Remembering hurts, doesn't it? Let me take away all that pain. Let's forget together, Ayami-chan. Let's forget. I don't want to forget. Is there another option besides this? I wonder if the screen will just get completely filled up with all these. Am I really can't do anything but forget? I don't wanna. There's an option not to. What the hell? Where am I? Oh, I'm back on the fucking place again. I'm not liking this. The forest is playing tricks with me and I couldn't do anything. Didn't give me much of an option. I wonder if I'm going in circles. I mean, there's only one way to find out. If I see those statues again. Oh. An Ojizo's statue. I feel a familiar presence, so I'll pick it up. I wonder if I can go back. I'm gonna go and put it back with the others. Oh, I can't. Feck. I have to wait until I have to circle around for the truth. What is the truth, I wonder? Alright. Okay, nothing new there, so that's fine. I can deal with this. Nothing new, keep going. Alright, now where am I? Wait, I'm home? Wait, what?